Hi everybody, it's Mrs. Love, your history teacher. This video is to just help you understand things that we're going to be doing in our class. How do you find things? How do you submit things? And just all kinds of like extra helpful hints, especially for my asynchronous students, so you know what's going on. I shared this slide with you the first day in class. If you weren't in class, this is just so you can get to know a little bit about me. If you want to check out the pictures, you can pause the video. At some point, I'll be asking you to fill out an all about me slide too to share with the rest of our class, but I'm not sure when we're doing that yet. Okay, so these are the things I want to go over with you so you know how to navigate our class. When you get into your online school, make sure you're in the American history class. Oftentimes when students can't find things, I figure out that they're in the wrong class. Um, This is getting cut off on the recording, I'm seeing. If you can't read everything on the page, that's because the recorder is not letting me share my whole screen. So I will load these slides for you into the online school under course materials. It's called Navigating American History. You can go back and look at them anytime that you want. But here's some helpful hints for you. When you're in your American History course, in your class plan, that is the calendar in your online school that shows where all your lessons are. Mrs. Love will try to keep that updated every week. It tells you what we're working on in class, and sometimes I'll put the links to assignments in there if I have time. All of your due dates will also show up in the calendar. That is under plan. If you go to the grades tab, this is how you see how you're doing in the class. If there is an assignment that you've sent in or completed and you want to know which grade it is, you just look there. If there's a number in the space, it will tell you the number you received out of the total possible points. If there's a 0, that means the assignment is closed and you either got a 0 on it or you did not complete it. If there's a 0, chances are you cannot take it again. If there's an empty space or like a dash, that means it has not been graded yet. Okay. Here's where you find things in the class. If you go to these buttons, these are like little shortcut buttons for each unit. In the beginning, the first button is the course materials, and this is where you'll find our syllabus. There's a syllabus grading sheet that I've asked you all to submit to me after you read that syllabus. It gives you all the information about our class and what's required. Also under the course materials is your online textbook. And every month I will add a monthly calendar to that section so you can look at the whole month what our assignments are going to look like. And then each unit in our course has its own little button here. If you click it here, it'll take you right to the content for that unit. This includes the lessons. If you're an asynchronous student, you will follow the lessons in there. It will also include any graded assignments you have, any quizzes, and any extra things that I want to add in there and share with you. I will put under each individual lesson. Every lesson has a number and a name, and I'll be showing that to you here shortly. Okay, so here's another view. If you scroll down to the center of your online class on the left side of your screen, you'll get a view of all your upcoming dates and what we're doing in class so you always know what's going on. Up here in the center is all the links for that day's Class Connect sessions. If you are an asynchronous student, you are always welcome to log into a live session. In fact, we encourage you to if you can. This one, it says required. That's not supposed to say required. I have to fix that. It should say optional, history, homework, help. That's if you have any questions about anything in the class, or if you want to read that day's reading assignment with me or another student, you can pop in there right at 3 o'clock and we will be reading that day's assignment. You must show up at 3 o'clock if you want to do the reading. Now, the important thing I want you to see here is in the center of your screen is your daily class announcements. Every day, Mrs. Love puts an announcement in there. I always put the date. I usually put a picture, and you can't see it on here, but below this picture would have a list of that day's homework and any links to those assignments that you might need. So if you're not sure what's going on, this is the first place I would always check. All right, I already went through the course materials. I'm kind of all over the place here. I already went over that. Here's what the monthly class calendar looks like. That's under your course materials. And these, if you open it, it's a PDF file. You can save it, you can print it, whatever you want to do, but it gives you the whole month at a glance so you know what's going on. At the bottom, I might put some announcements for you. If I change anything on the calendar, I will always announce it or email it or put it in the class announcements. When we get to the time when we're taking our unit test, this year we are doing something different. We are all in the whole 6th grade, every student is taking the same unit tests. Those will be done outside of the online school in a program called Elluminate. Some of you may have used this last year. We will be setting you up with Elluminate pretty soon, so right now you don't need to worry about it. But what you do know, in our common assessments, you only get one attempt to take these tests. So I will provide you with study guides in every unit. If you want to complete your study guide, you can use that to help you when you take the test. Okay, so more information will come on Elluminate later. Here's what your daily lessons look like. If you're an asynchronous student, this is for you. If you come to class every day as a regular student, you don't have to do the lessons in the online school because we're doing them in the live session. If you're asynchronous and you're not required to come to classes, your daily lessons will be here. Like I said, up here, there's a unit number and a unit name. And I'm also putting the date. If you look over here, it tells you the dates that we're working on that particular lesson. So you can always stay on track with the live sessions. Sometimes I will add outside sources. Oops. If I do, I will put the links inside the lesson here. And also, at the end of the day, I will always load our class slides for that day's lesson. So if you are watching a recording, maybe you missed class that day, you're watching a recording, you can open up the slides and look at them. If you're asynchronous and you don't come to the live sessions, you can always look through there. Inside those slides, I have all the links for any videos I share in class, any activities that we do, or anything else you need. Always, always, always email me if you have any questions. Everything that's in here is graded, so don't skip anything. Okay, I already told you about grades. If you want to know how your grades are, you just click on this thing that says grades right here. This is basic class information. We went over this during orientation, and I think for the most part, most students who are coming to class sessions know how to use these tools. We will practice using all the tools, but if you have any question about them, you can open up these slides from your course materials, and you can look at the directions for each one of these tools on your own time. Again, this is just some more of the in-class tools. And breakout rooms. This is important. I use a lot of breakout rooms in my class. When I set up breakout rooms, you will see this button appear on your page. Not where my name is, but where your name is. And when you click on that button that says main room, it will give you a list of all the breakout rooms. Sometimes they'll have your names. Sometimes they'll have group numbers, or our color team names will be on there. If you want to move yourself to one of those rooms, you simply click on it, click on the main room, then click on the name of the room. A menu will show up under here. Okay, and I think we practiced that already in class. Basic things when you're in my class, I use a lot of polling tools. Please pay attention. I've already gone over these rules during class, so if you want to come back and review these on your own time, you can do that. All right, finally, if you have any questions at all, especially my asynchronous students, please get in touch with me. Send me an email. Um, I hate to say it, but sometimes I forget things. And if you're an asynchronous student and you notice that there's something wrong with your lesson, or I forgot something to put something in the online lesson, just send me a quick email and remind me. I won't be embarrassed. I will be so grateful that you helped me, because teachers forget things too. This is all my contact information. Office hours, again, those are optional. You do not have to come. This is only if you have questions or if you want to do the class readings. Come on in at 3 o'clock. All right, thank you for watching this quick little video. Have a great day.